What's going on, folks? Welcome back to another Scum video. I hope you're all doing well. As always, thank you very much for going to support the channel, guys. Greatly appreciated. Now, yesterday on the 14th, but by the time this video is updated, it'll be 2 days ago. So this will be uploaded on the 16th, technically. Well, there was a patch that came out, and I think that none of us saw this coming in any way, shape, or form. We knew we was going to get some form of fix for the zombies, for the hordes and stuff, but we didn't see what this was going to be. Now, I'm going to go through this as quick as possible because I don't want this to be a 15-20 minute video, and I want you guys to understand this as best as possible, and to understand what this is going to be able to do for the future of Scum and for each individual server as we know it right now. So firstly, I just want to say thanks to GG Host for sponsoring for so long now, and huge sponsor on the channel. And if you guys want to get yourself a server, rent yourself a server out for friends or community or yourself or whatever, then be sure to go and use my affiliate link down below in the description, alright? And use my name at raykit in a promo before purchase as well. You'll get your 50% off on your first month. Phenomenal support, phenomenal performance, and I mean that, ladies and gents, really and truly. Go check out GG Host there. Right. So let's get into this. So the raid protection. So there is different types of raid protection currently right now. Let's keep things simple. Right, there are 3 types. The first one is none, so you don't have to have any setting on. The second one is offline raid. The second one is raid protection will be active after all members of the squad are offline. Pretty self-explanatory. The second one is flag specific. So raid protection will be active when a squad decides to activate it on the flag. Yes, you guys have already said it. What if you're getting raided and suddenly they just decide that they want to activate the flag to stop the raid kicking in? I can't see a lot of servers doing this. To be honest, I think this one's going to be more popular. Raid protection will be active after all members of the squad are offline. That is pretty self-explanatory in that one. Do not only have one option, but they do not only only one option can be active at the same time. So yes, you can only have one of these. That one, first one, or you can have the second one. So, the Scum raid protection flag specific changes of a cooldown defines the cooldown period between the active raid protection in hours, minutes, and seconds between setting new raid protection time. So you guys can see this. So you can have a flag specific change setting cooldown for like 120 hours, etc., or whatever you want to set it between cooldowns. So this defines the cooldown period between the active raid protections. Between the setting of the new raid protection time. The next one is Scum raid protection flag specific price, which is 10G, that's 10 gold. So it defines the amount of money needed to skip the cooldown time up for a new raid protection time. So obviously we have the raid protection time here, guys. But if you want to skip the cooldown, like completely skip that cooldown, you can set a value of cash or gold. The max value is 100,000 cash or 10 gold. Or you can simply have it disabled. But I think it's good to have like some form of currency on this. Now, I know a lot of people are going to be like, what the hell is this? This is not anything that we really decided or anything like that. But I think for the future of this game, to have all of these options is going to give us everything we need to make Scum literally the game that we want. And every server is completely different. So you obviously finding your own server that suits your needs, right? Because it's not all about you, it's all about everybody else as well. So you need to find a server that is going to suit your personal needs, and there will be a server out there that will do that. It just sometimes takes a little while to find. Right, so we have Scum raid protection flag specific maximum time. You can see 8 hours there. Defines how long in hours, minutes, or seconds the base will be protected for. So you can see this as well. These are all settings, user specific, obviously for the admins, the owners, to do as well. So you have minimum value and you have the maximum value there. Scum raid protection offline protection start delay, 30 seconds or 30 minutes, for example, defines how long in hours, minutes, and seconds the base can be damaged lockpick after the last player has logged off within that squad. So you can have a minimum value or max value. So if you know, people are seeing certain people log off and they go, oh, they're logged off now, let's go raid them, then you can have an actual time between those raids. So if you want to try and stop the offline raiding, like you could obviously set a max value of like 10 hours or something from when the last player actually logs off. And you've got the Scum Raid Protection offline max protection time as well. So it's the protection offline max protection time. It defines how long in hours, minutes, and seconds the base is protected. Minimum value, maximum value, and infinite as well. This is absolutely crazy, by the way. I'm going to just say this now, and I know this is going to be very controversial, so please leave your comment in the description below, or the comments below, because this is like, all feedback goes to the devs. The devs check out our streams and videos, and they can get feedback from this as well, because this is where the public are. So guys, please don't forget to leave a comment on this. Obviously understanding that there may be flaws within the raid protection systems, flag specific, or the last member logging off, and there are different settings as well. Look, safety time cooldown, for example, look at this. Look, flag specific, for example. Let's say you have a flag specific, so this basically means that once you click your flag and you're like, okay, let's turn on offline mode. The safety the cool time might be 120 hours, right? Or minutes. I'm not sure if that's minutes. I think that might be minutes. 120 there. It's got to be minutes, or maybe hours. I don't know, but I think it's minutes. Hours, minutes, seconds. It's got to be hours then. Safety time cooldown price is 10 gold. So there is sacrifice. If you want to turn on the raid protection, you can set it to 100,000. You know, if you really want that. But that player or that squad has to sacrifice 100,000 to turn that on. Safety time, max protection time, 8 hours, for example. So you can see the raid protection type offline. So you can see this. Look, offline protection starts delay, 30 minutes. There you go. So once the last player is offline, that's 30 minutes now. And squad probation as well. So here's another one. This is where it gets very, very different to what we know. We also have another setting up and running. We've been aware of the misuse of alt accounts and multiple squads to circumvent some of the balancing features. To combat this, we have implemented squad probation setting. Leaving a squad will now not go without penalties. When leaving and then rejoining a squad, you will be placed under probation. While in probation, you will not be able to create a new squad, access squad-based assets such as locked chests. So when you've left a squad, right, and then rejoining a squad, this is what's going to happen. You won't be able to create a squad, access squad base such as lock chests, and your membership will not count towards squad perks such as increased base build elements. If a squad member are all in probation and leader leaves, a squad will be disbanded. Settings located under features. So Scum, squad member count limit for punishment. Sets the maximum number of squad mates for which prisoners leaving a squad will not receive any penalties, which is obviously set as well. So you can say 2 members, 3 members, whatever. Sets the number of real-time days of which squad probation will last. So you can say 1, so 1 day. Sets the squad money penalty per previous squad member. Sets the money penalty prisoner will have to pay per squad member in his previous squad in order to create or join a new squad. Squad fame points penalty. Set the fame points penalty prisoner will have to lose per squad member in his previous squad in order to create or join a new squad. So there's a penalty there. And you can see these as well. So you can see the squad subcategory under features, and you can see all of the information you can put here. Squad member count limit for punishment here, and squad probation real-time duration. For all the settings that influence currency, you can choose whether the price will be in cash or gold. If you set the value to be 10, it will be 10 cash, but if you set 10G, it will be the price in gold as well. So yes, I know that's a lot to take in, ladies and gents, but a lot of this as well, a lot of these settings, I know they're very confusing. Initially, these are to stop a lot of messing around and a lot of alt squad shenanigans, which in my opinion, you can use alts all you want. If you are a proper Scum player, you are going to be using one character. I don't care what you say. You have one character. This is how it should be. If you're testing different things on single player and stuff, there's not an issue there. But if you are using it to manipulate the gameplay in a multiplayer environment to gain advantage, or you're too scared to lose your main character, you're not playing it. You're not playing Scum how it should be. Scum is played to have one character. That's how it should be. Anything else other than that is just not right. It's just, yeah, that is my opinion, but it's also a fact. You have one character for your life, and that's how you should treat it if you want the realism. So, yes, and this is also for squads as well. Squads there, and we have the binoculars change. So now you can incrementally, increment the view here, so you can zoom in, as you can see there. We have the Rager armor, we have the light armor, which is here, and here. You can pause these if you like, guys. I'm trying to get this video under 10 minutes. And also, you've got the heavy armor here and here. So finally, they've got the light and heavy armor. Lots of bug fixes and QOLs. And also, at the same time, I'm going to be putting these. I'm going to put the link to this whole page I've just read out here that you see. I'm going to put the whole link to this in the description down below. Please go and have a read of these, because these bug fixes and QOLs are what's going to change your gameplay. So I need you to go and have a look at these. I just want to keep this video kind of like between 10 and 11 minutes. Otherwise, it's just going to be too long. So please go and check those out. Have a look. There's a few things you're going to need to look at there, like reduced dial, lock, fame point, penalty, and failed attempts. Awesome stuff, right? Reworked loot spawners at Zeljava. Reworked loot spawners in the Zeljava airfield. As well, and various other things. Adjusted price traders. Go and read it for yourself, guys. I would it would highly benefit you. Okay, so we're going to leave the video there. That is basically the overall of the patch. In terms of the hordes, I just want to add here that the hordes seem to be working quite nicely. They do come in when you hear the scream of the horde. There is a delay before they spawn in, but they do spawn in quite far out, which gives you the opportunity to be able to do what you need to do. I haven't really tested them in bunkers, not going to live, just tested them outside. So I'm just giving you that heads up that when you have a delay, that is quite normal from what I've seen today, or should I say yesterday now, by the time this video goes up. And yeah, guys, thank you so much for your ongoing support. Please don't forget to hit like and subscribe. Please leave a comment down below as well at the same time. And don't forget to share this video out to everyone as well. We're going to be putting more videos out and more videos. I know this one wasn't amazingly, phenomenally interesting, but this is a huge change for the game, to have the squad probation and stuff like this and the offline raid protection. It just looks very confusing, but there's just a lot of settings there, because there's going to be a lot of servers that are going to want to do things differently. That's pretty much it. I don't think it should just be one way or the other. I think there really needs to sort of be a certain way to do this, or you can just simply have it off. You don't need to use any of that. Right, guys, much love, stay safe, look after yourselves, and I'll catch you in the next one. Take care.